Could it be? It's barely been a day. Well, I suppose I shouldn't keep them waiting if it is them. Manners, Drew. Yep.
Who dares approach my domain? State your name, mortal, or be forever damned by me.
Aw, what's wrong, Hunter? Can't I have a little bit of fun? I guess people don't change overnight, You're still a bit of a buzzkill, Hunter. Alright, come in. Take your shoes off. Hey, just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I like people tracking dirt into my home. Now shoes off. Don't make me repeat myself anymore. So, can I get you anything, Hunter? A drink? Something to eat? Or maybe you'd want me, Hunter. Is that it? Well, if that's the case, come here, cutie. You're still quite cute when you blush, dear Hunter. Quite the easy blush, I might add. So, why are you here? I mean, you didn't have to come back to visit me ever again. I made that much clear before you left. You wanted to return the bell that I had you use during your stay here while your leg was broken? That has got to be the worst lie I've ever heard, Hunter. And I've lived for thousands of years. That only lie that comes even close to being that bad was when Achilles claimed that he was straight. Oh gosh, Hunter. Seriously though, Hunter, why are you here? I mean, I'm not complaining, don't misunderstand. I enjoy your company, I do. It's just, don't you have people to return back at the village you call home? A spouse? Maybe kids? They be adopted or biological? I'm a very forward-thinking vampire. I won't judge if they're not your children by biological nature. Nobody now? You were married once? But your spouse, they... Oh dear. I'm very sorry to hear that. Roaming into these woods unprotected at night can be quite dangerous. I'm afraid there's more creatures here than just the werewolves. The others are just more secluded. Live even deeper in these woods. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of lamias around here once. Me? Do I have a spouse or romantic partner? Well, you see, like you, Hunter, I once had a spouse. I loved them dearly. They were a sailor, constantly away from home, exploring the world. One day, it was reported to me by one of the crewmates that a siren had gotten them, lured them straight into the waters, towards their singing. Nobody saw or heard from them ever again. I sometimes sit here in front of the fireplace, pondering if they are alive or not. Why don't I go looking for them? I did. I tried my damnedest to find them, but no avail. I searched every corner of this globe, and yet nothing. I even had the ability to interrogate a few sirens and came up empty-handed nonetheless. If they are alive, they are hidden to where I cannot find them. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate your condolences. After a while, I decided that if I ever find myself in the situation of having a romantic partner ever again, I'd do anything to keep them around. Anything. I can't have my heart broken again. Not as long as I can help it. Sweet? I'm sweet? Thank you. I don't get compliments very often. So, anyways, you never said. Why are you here? Visiting your only friend? Ouch. That's tough, Hunter. But I'd be lying if I told you the same wasn't true for me. Not many people can talk to vampires. They're scared I'm going to, I don't know, lunge out at them and suck them dry of their blood. That's blatant information, Hunter. Don't believe any of those. Well, duh. We don't completely drain people of their blood. That'll kill them. Plus, not to mention, that will be a horrible business practice. I'd never get any employees. Oh, take this job, you'll only get killed. Most vampires don't want to kill humans. Reduces our available food. Hell, most of the time, we vampires take about, I don't know, only a pint of blood from any given individual? Maybe? I think that's roughly equivalent to one of your, what's it called, blood drives? Yeah, one of those. That's all we really need. It keeps us fed for, about a week? Now, of course, there are exceptions to this idea of us only taking a pint of blood. Some vampires simply enjoy the taste of blood, so they drink more of it, but not much more. Some want humanity to suffer, so they actually do drain their victims. I don't really care about the taste of blood. I just drink it because I need to. And I actually quite like you humans. Other vampires? Oh, don't you worry your cute little head, dear Hunter. They know that this is my domain. We vampires can sense each other's power levels. As such, most other vampires don't bother with me. I'm just too strong. Have I turned a human into a vampire? That's quite a serious question, Hunter. Vampires like me take the subject of turning human into a vampire very, very seriously. We don't do it for fun. We don't do it intentionally in the majority of cases. Most of the time, when a mortal human is turned, it's because one of the other, more sadistic vampires couldn't fully drain their victim. As such, they failed to kill them. But yet, by this point, the vampire would have drained enough of their victim's blood in order to turn them into a vampire successfully. If you don't know, Hunter, a human is turned by a vampire drinking the majority of their blood. Not enough to kill them, obviously. Yet, I'd say more than what you'd currently think. To answer your question, on whether or not I have turned a human into a vampire, I have. I've done it only once before my first and only child. My son. I named him Apollo. You see, I had a child with my old lover. The child that we had made. He was powerful. You see, this child was no product of just one supernatural figure. His other parent? They were mortal, but yet everyone knew they were something special. When they weren't off exploring the world by sea, They were doing out prophecies in their home village. I visited them there once. Their village. It's quite similar to yours, Hunter. Small. Tight-knit. Anyways, I digress. My old lover was a prophet of sorts. The people said that a divine power gave my lover a gift. It was either that, or they were the divine power and not a mortal. One day, they predicted that Apollo, my boy, would die by the age of 13. I was devastated. I tried to reason with them. I pleaded with them for a way for me to save my son, but they said it wasn't possible. Once a prophecy is in place, it's only a matter of time. You cannot stop fate, you can only prolong it, they had said. But I became desperate. Desperate to save my son. I hoped, I prayed, I did all I could think of, but it wasn't enough. So I did it. One night when he was 12, I bit him. Drained the majority of his blood. I turned him into a vampire. He was enraged. He ran away from home a day later. A few months after that, sure enough, he was dead. A mob had discovered he was a vampire and killed him. So, did that answer your question, Hunter? No, don't be sorry. Fate wanted all of that to happen. I think part of me knew it would happen. That he would run away and get himself killed. But, Hunter, I've got a question for you now. Why did you want to know anything about turning humans into vampires? Curious? You know what they say about curiosity, Hunter. It usually doesn't end well, especially for felines. Now, let's not talk about turning people into vampires anymore. It makes me very upset to talk about my past. You've got something important to tell me? Okay, go ahead. I promise I will not judge you in any way, shape, or form. Unless you plan on telling me you're going to kill me, to which I advise you keep that quiet. It's more of a surprise that way, you know? Go out with you? Hunter, that's not a funny joke. Don't say such things unless you really, truly mean them. Even then, I just don't know. You're a great person, Hunter, okay? Don't get me wrong. You're cute as hell, but I don't know. I don't know how to react or what to say or what to do. It's been so long. I'm not sure if I could ever date someone ever again. Not since I lost them. The pain would be too much to commit to someone who would die so quickly. I'd never lose you because you're a hunter and not a sailor? Don't you see, you dumbass? That's exactly how and why I would lose you. You'd be out hunting some kind of, I don't know, a monstrous beast, and you'd be killed. I couldn't have that, Hunter. I'd be emotionally destroyed. You'd give up your job as a monster hunter for me? You'd instead stay here with me as my lover, living out our days in leisure alone? Okay, fine. I'm flattered, I am. But even then, there's the matter of your mortality. I outlive you by millennia. Your life to me is like the span of a week. Not long. Gone in the blink of an eye. Like it never even happened. There's no simple way around your mortality. I won't have my heart broken again by my significant other up and dying. Call it selfish, but I just can't, Hunter. It would be too much. Too much for me to get invested in a relationship with you just for you to die within what feels like a week. What? You want me to? No! I could never do such thing, Hunter. You're asking for something very serious here. I mean, why? Why would you want such a thing? You'd be forfeiting so much. And for what? What reason would you have to forfeit such things? For me? You'd let me do it if it meant you could spend eternity by my side? Hunter, I never thought... But why? You realize that if I were to do that, you'd never be a regular human again, right? You have to feed from your fellow man. You have to only go out at night. I can't advise such things in a good conscience. You really want this, huh? You want to be with me that badly? You'll forfeit your mortality. You'll forfeit everything that comes with being human just to be mine for eternity? Okay, I can do it. I can turn you into a vampire, Hunter. But please, stay still. I don't want to hurt you. Now, before I start, if at any, and I mean any point, it gets too painful, or if I'm being too rough, or anything else, please tell me. If you tell me, I'll stop instantly and we can... Okay, fine. Let's start. I got this. Expose your neck for me. Close your eyes and relax. It'll only hurt for a few moments. I promise. You dumbass. You're a dumbass, you know that, Hunter? But I somehow cannot be mad at you. Now we can start our eternity together, just like you want. Like what I want. Eternity by your side, holding you close, being able to call you mine forever, and for you to be able to do the same. Hunter, thank you. Thank you for giving me, for giving us this opportunity. The opportunity for us to love again. The chance to be together, to express ourselves, and be able to live in peace for the rest of eternity. I know humans believe in marriage as a bond for eternity, but they don't actually have eternity. Now we do. Two lovers bound for eternity. It'll be different this time. I swear it. Come hell or high water, I'll protect you. I won't lose you too, Hunter. I love you.